How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video on the channel and another video with me, OLT TV. In this one then, we are going to be giving you a little comparison video on the Ford Fiestas I've been driving recently. This one is the absolute base spec, bog spec. It is the Ford Fiesta 2021 reg. It is the Trend, it's called. So it's a Ford Fiesta and it's in the Trend spec, so it's absolutely as base as it can get. I'll walk you through some of the features and some of the things about this car, and then I will tell you what I think of it compared to the ST line variant that I had earlier this month, and I'll let you know what I think's better in terms of value and what you should be going for if this is a next car for you, or a daily, or a first car, whatever you want. First up then on the Trend is these 16-inch 8-spoke wheels. They're pretty bog standard, as everything is on this car with being the bog standard spec. But as you can see, yeah, 16-inch, so they don't look too small, to be honest. They don't look tiny on the car. They kind of do sit on the car nicely. You have that 8-spoke look to it, but they are silver, so no matter what colour you get this car in, they will all come in that silver spec. They're not awful, but you know, if you're a young lad or someone who wants a sportier look, these aren't necessarily the ones for you in that silver. They might look a bit better in black, but personally I think the silver is a bit sort of mom's car, kind of grandma-ish. But yeah, that is the first key feature on the exterior. On the Trend then, you also get the front bumper, the wing mirror cover, the door handles, as well as this sort of rear spoiler aspect, all in body color aspect to it. So you will get everything body colored, unlike on the ST line where it might be blacked out or might have a chrome look. So yeah, everything you see on the outside exterior of the car will be all body painted color. Nothing contrasting, all looking the same and staying pretty linear with that one. Jumping into the car then, you also have these, I forgot to mention, wing mirrors are electrically adjustable, so when you lock the car they will go out by themselves and come in by themselves. You also get keyless entry, as you can see here, so these all come with keyless entry. But jumping into the vehicle then, what comes as standard on the Trend is, first off, you got this 8-inch display. It's got the sync technology that Ford have. So if I just start this up, takes a little bit of time to be fair to it, but when it does eventually get started, you will see you have this touch screen. You get your phone, your audio, your nav, your mobile apps, change all your settings on there. So it is a pretty decent screen, to be honest. It has everything you kind of need on it. It does connect to Apple CarPlay as well, so even if you, I don't know if it has, I don't think it has Android Auto, get that off. But yeah, you can scroll through, add everything on it, connect some phones. Got your nav if you don't have CarPlay, which works really well. I've used that the last few days compared to CarPlay. Other than that as well then, on the terms of driving the vehicle, I will see if this changes. Right, so as you can see, you have a little lane keep assist there. If I just zoom that in and focus, you get a lane keep assist as standard, which is really good on motorways. Obviously keeps you in lanes if you're drifting or you're getting tired or whatever. You also have, as you can see on the wheel, you have your speed limiter and your cruise control, as well as some other aspects on the wheel, so flicking through songs, turning your media up and down, browsing through the trip computer and what have you. But that is a good driver assist to have as standard. You do get that lane keep assist, which I think is really good as standard in a car these days. As standard, you also get the driver mode. So I don't know if this will work. No, I'll just turn the engine back on. As you can see, pressing this button here on the left, you've got traction control in the middle, and you've got your auto stop start there as well. But driver modes, pressing them, get rid of that. Pressing your driver modes, you flick through normal, eco, as well as sport. So you got a nice few. It's not, I didn't notice a difference at all between normal and eco. Put it into sport, you do notice a bit of a difference with the revs of the car. It sounds a little bit more throaty on the exhaust, but nothing too loud at all, and nothing really that sporty. It just, I think it maybe is a bit what's the word, synthetic or fabricated. It's not really that much of a growl, but it does get slightly louder. The throttle response is a little bit better, and the revs do last out a bit longer. So you do have their modes, which also help, and they come as standard on the Trend model as well. Comparing this then with the ST line model that I had, ST line models actually come with the 17-inch alloys, and they also do come in different shades. So you can have it in the classic silver, you can get it in a slightly darker grey, and also in the black. They come in more of a sort of gunmetal grey kind of colour if you go for the ST line X, but you can't swap this out if you were to spec the car individually yourself. And I think changing it to the ST line makes the wheels look a lot nicer, especially when they're grey or black. Moving out the front of the car then, on the ST line version, this whole front bumper changes, but to start off with, you do get a bigger light here. You get an ST line sort of style fog light, which gives it a bit more sort of aggressiveness and sporty look to it, but it also adds the cornering light as well. So if you're turning left or right, the sort of a bit like the daytime running light, it'll be a little area of it will also turn on and illuminate sort of down here, so you can see the curb or whatnot when you are turning. And that is an addition on the ST line versions of this model. In terms of the grille as a whole, and you do get the ST line grille, and if this was sort of just a smiley face almost, this is just a normal sort of a cross grille. The ST line version actually comes down a bit here. It becomes more of sort of a tilted down version to make it look a bit more sporty and aggressive, as well as this lower grille changes as well. But you do definitely get a completely different grille on the ST line version than you do on this normal Trend version. Coming at the side of the car then, you will also get ST line badges here or here. I can't remember where exactly it goes, but you do get that on the car to just notify that is the ST line version. Back of the car then, you do get a better spoiler. You get a spoiler that sticks out slightly more. It can come, I think as standard, it comes as the body colour of the car. So if this was black, it would also come black. If it was white, it would come white, red and red, so on. But it is slightly elongated out at the back and slightly more sporty. And also, if I remember correctly, it had some sort of like air vent gaps. Probably doesn't do much, to be honest, but it does make it look a little bit more sporty and possibly gives it a little bit better airflow. Exhaust wise then, with the ST, you have one sort of on the Trend here, but it's just black and dusty. You actually get a chrome exhaust on the back of the ST line model, and as well as that, you also get, which this one has had additional to it, you get the privacy glass. As you can see, it's a bit of a reflection, you can't see in as well, but you do get the privacy glass on the back, as well as a windscreen wiper rain sensor on the back. What you do also get additionally added on to the ST line models is rear parking sensors, but as you can see, this model has also had that option ticked. You don't get that normally on the Trend, but you do with this car so far. When I was talking earlier about the alloys then, I've just had a quick look. So the ST line actually gets 17-inch 5x2 alloys, and the ST line X edition actually gets 18-inch 8-spoke in a metallic rock finish, it's called, and that is when you get the sort of more grey vibe to it than the actual black or silver, and they look a lot nicer on the car, and it just helps. You also get the car slightly lowered, so it goes on to ST line suspension, which makes it sit a lot nicer, a lot more sportier, and a bit more aggressive look to it than this classic Ford Fiesta styling to it. Jumping back in then to talk about what the ST line and ST line X editions add compared to the base. As you can see, it does come with Bang & Olufsen sound upgraded as standard in the Trend, but you actually get the 360 Bang & Olufsen, so it's slightly better again. I don't know if I've been able to tell the difference myself, but these are on the car as standard. What the 361 does, I don't know. I don't know how many more speakers it adds, but it does add more speakers to give you a more 360 surround sound on the car. Seats wise then, you do actually get these as the base seats, but you get sport design seats in the ST line and the ST line X, with something, it's half part leather and part what Ford calls Sensico. Not entirely sure what that is, but you do get that upgraded when you do get the ST line X and standard ST line models. So you get slightly sportier seats with better lumbar support, and they are more adjustable than the base spec seats. The last few things inside, then you do get a better nav with a Ford Connect on the ST Line X models. You also get traffic light and traffic sign recognition sensors show up on your dash, as well as driver warnings. So if you're getting sleepy or the car thinks you've been driving for too long, you will get alerts to tell you to take a break, take a rest, everything else to keep you sort of going. The wheel does slightly vibrate as well, which gives you a little bit more sort of feel on the car to tell you that you do need a break and you do need to take some time out of driving. As well as that, you also get auto main beams. So your main beams will come on whenever they think it's necessary. The car will do it itself. You can turn that on and off, but leaving it on does help when sometimes you forget to. And Fords haven't been as bad as some other cars I've used where they don't actually go off when other drivers are coming. Fords do seem pretty decent in that end. And yeah, auto high beam is an addition which comes as standard on the ST line and the ST line X editions of this Fiesta. To round off this video then, ladies and gentlemen, before it gets dark, I wasn't expecting the sun to go down as quick as it has, but to sum this one up then, is it worth the upgrade from the standard Fiesta Trend to the ST line or the ST line X models? In my opinion, I'm going to say yes. So you get this Trend model for around £16,300, I think. Don't quote us on that one, but I think that's the recommended on the road price. You then get the ST line for just over 19,000. So for £3,000 in total, spread that over 3 years, you maybe get a little slightly better deal on it or get a finance contribution from a dealer. £3,000 extra isn't all that much to be spreading out over 3 to 4 years. You then maybe think, can I get the ST line X model? That'll set you back £22,000 to £23,000 before any options are ticked. Do I think that's worth it? Yes, I do. To be fair, the options you get with the ST line model is probably enough. If you want to take that to the next level, get the ST line X. Is that jump worth the 3,000 from the ST line to the ST line X? Is honestly personal preference and personal situation. I think the ST line is good enough, but maybe that ST line X is something you want to add to get the slightly better wheels, slightly better interior, and also a few more styling points that it does add. So for the sake of £3,000 or around that before any options, just on the road recommended price, I do think the ST line model is a lot better for value for money, as well as a better option car to go with for looks, drivability, comfort, and also just the styling points of it as well. I think it's going to do a lot better for some people in terms of every aspect of the car, but you would expect that if you're going to spend that £3,000 extra on it. So for me, I would go for the ST line or ST line X models over this base Trend. Don't get us wrong, lovely car to be fair. It does the job as a perfect first car or a little daily run around in and around the city. But for me, I think if you want a sportier, more aggressive style of car, then the ST line is the one I would go for, and if you can, jump up to that ST line X model. So this has been another video from me, OLT TV. Thank you very much for watching. I would love it if you could leave a like and a comment. It really helps the channel. We are approaching 250 subs, so if I can reach that, I can only thank you all for the subscribers. Yeah, this has been me. This has been another video, and I will catch you all hopefully in another one. Stay tuned for some more content. Cheers for watching, guys. Catch you later.